The entire universe is a library that cannot be counted. There are probably countless hexagon-shaped rooms. There is a ventilation pipe in the middle of every room. There are small railings all around it. Floors above and below are clearly visible from every room. And this sequence continues like this. It does not stop. The setup of every room is the same. There are 5 shelves each on the 4 walls. That means 20 shelves in every room. Each shelf is from the floor to the ceiling and is just as high as a normal librarian. There is a small path on one side through which one can go to the next room, which is exactly like the previous one.
Oh.
There are 2 small rooms on both sides of this small path. You can stand and think in one, can fulfill your basic needs in the other. From here, a round staircase goes up and down for a long distance. There is also a mirror in this small path, which shows everything as it is. People believe that if the library was really endless, really infinite, then there would be no need for this fake mirror. But I believe that this shining mirror is a glimpse of the infinite. Each hexagon has 2 round bulbs which emit a soft light that never goes off but is never complete either. Like the rest of the people in the library, I too had set out in my youth to find a special book. Perhaps the book that contains a list of all the books. Now my eyes cannot see properly, and I am preparing to die, some distance away from the hexagon in which I was born. After I die, someone will throw me off the railing. My grave will be this cane in this endless air. My body will fall and die, and will never come back. I believe that the library is never going to end. It is endless. Some people say that this hexagonal shape is necessary because this is the real form of space. Some people talk about a round room and a very big round book, but their words are not clear. There are 5 bookshelves on each wall. There are 32 books on each shelf. Each book has 410 pages, or 40 lines on every page and about 80 black letters in each line. 80 black letters, or letters on the cover of every book too, but they have no connection with what is written inside the book. The first truth is that the library has always been there and will always be there. Man who is an incomplete librarian, maybe it is just a coincidence, a chance, that this entire library and its secrets can only be the work of some god. The second truth is that there are only 25 symbols which are used in writing. It is known that the library is a symbol of the Vedas. Very soon, people understood the library and realized that most of the books there were meaningless, jumbled, and absurd. There was a book which had just 3 letters, MCV, written over and over again. There was another book which was just a maze of letters. 1 page before the last of every book was written, "O time the pyramids." Everybody knows this. For every correct line or straightforward statement, there are many nonsense, useless things and meaningless lines. Some librarians consider searching for meaning in books a useless and superstitious habit. According to them, searching for meaning in books is like searching for something in dreams or palm lines. They believe that the 25 symbols of handwriting were chosen just by chance, and the books themselves have no meaning. This argument is not completely wrong either. For many years, people believed that these incomprehensible books were written in some old or very distant language. It is true that the old people and the earlier librarians spoke some other language, and here the language changes as you go a little far to the right. If you climb 90 floors, you can't understand anything. All this is true. But if only McPhee is written on 410 pages, it cannot be in any language. Some people said that every letter changes the next letter. It means the meaning of MCV can change on every line and page. But not many people believed this. Some people also said that there may be some code in the books. Everyone believed this, but not as it was told the first time. About 500 years ago, the chief of a hexagon on the top found a book which was as messed up as the other books, but almost 2 pages in it had similar lines. He showed this book to a roaming code reader. Someone said these lines are in Portuguese. Someone said it is in this country. After some years, experts found out that it is a special dialect in which there is a mix of many languages. Quran, Arabic, etc. There was only one topic in it: basic rules of mixing things in different ways. From these examples, a librarian discovered the real rule of the library. He observed that no matter how different the books are, they all have similar things: space, full stop, comma, and 22 letters of the alphabet. He also told which every visitor agreed that no 2 books in the entire library are the same. From this, he concluded that the library is total, that is completely perfect and fully filled. All the books here are made up of every possible combination of these 22 symbols, which is very large in number, but not infinite. That is, whatever can be thought of, the entire history of the future in every language, autobiographies of angels, the true list of the library. Thousands of false lists, proof of the falsehood of those false lists, proof of the falsehood of the real list. The old Gospels, commentary on them, comments on those commentary, the story of your death, translation of every book in every language. Every book found in every book, sections about people, book that was never written, and the lost books of Tacitus, everything is present here. When it was told that every book is in the library, everyone became very happy. Everyone felt that now they have a hidden treasure. The answer to any personal problem or the problem of the world, every question is somewhere in a hexagon. People felt that any dream or hope of the whole world can be fulfilled. At that time, there was a lot of talk about a book called The Vindications. These books would prove every person's action right forever and also reveal secrets for the future. Thousands of people left their favorite rooms and started running up and down. Just to find their vindication moment, these people would fight among themselves on the way, beat each other on the stairs. Some would throw books into the ventilation and sometimes even kill themselves. Some people went mad. Vindications are real. I have seen to which were probably about a person from the future. But those who went to find them did not understand that finding your own vindication is almost impossible. At the same time, people also hoped that the real secrets of the library in time would also be found. People believed that these secrets could be told in words. And if the language of the philosopher is not enough, then the library itself must have created a new language in which those things can be explained. For 400 years, people have been searching for the hexagons of the library. There are some official searchers who are called inquisitors. I've seen them myself. They reach a room after getting tired. They tell how their lives were saved on the stairs. They talk to the librarian about the gallery and the stairs. Sometimes they pick up a book and search for wrong or embarrassing words in it. Everyone knows that there is no hope of finding anything special here. After so much hope, everyone was very disappointed. Everyone was sure that somewhere there was a priceless treasure. The book is there, but it is out of their hands forever. One group even said that stop looking and just keep matching the letters and symbols. Maybe someday it will become the right book. The authorities had to give strict orders. This group disappeared. But in my childhood, I saw some old people who used to hide in the bathroom and play similar games with metal discs and dice cups. Some people thought completely opposite. They believed that the useless books should be removed first. They would enter the room and show their papers. They would look at the books reluctantly and destroy the books on the walls. Because of this, 100,000 of books were destroyed. Today, everyone considers them bad. But while grieving the treasure that was lost, people forget that first of all, the library is so big that if a person removes anything, it does not have any effect. Secondly, not every book is the same, but because the library is complete, there are thousands of other books like every book. There is just a difference of one letter or a comma, contrary to the thinking of most people. I have seen that fear and hatred have a hand in exaggerating the impact of these book burners. These people used to work believing that if they work hard, then someday they will find the crimson hexagon books, which are smaller than normal books, have pictures and are magical and know everything. At that time, there was another belief, the belief of a superstitious bookman. People believe that somewhere on a shell, there is a book in which the essence and secrets of all the books are hidden, and surely some librarian has read such a book. Such a librarian was considered like a god. Even today, the language here gives a glimpse of that old group, who used to worship that librarian. Many people went out to find him. For 100 years, people kept trying every way, but everything went in vain. Someone gave the idea that to get book A, first look at book B, which tells where to find book A for book B, first look at book C, and keep moving in a never-ending circle like this. I also spent my life in such a search. I am completely sure that such a total book is definitely there somewhere. I pray to God that someone must have read that book even if it was hundreds of years ago. If I don't get that happiness and understanding, someone else must get it. No matter how bad my condition is, the library must have some purpose. Some people say that there is no one in the library. There is no meaning. There are only meaningless things here. He says that logic and rationality are very less, and most of the books are like madness. Listening to him, it seems that he himself is also confused. The truth is that the library has every possible verbal structure. There is every kind of possible book, but there is not a single page which contains complete nonsense. I have seen some books with strange names like Come Thunder, The Plaster Cramp, or Eggs Milo, which seem meaningless at first sight. But it is possible that they have some secret meaning. Every word, every syllable, every combination is definitely present somewhere in the library. And in some language, it has some deep meaning. Say anything. It becomes the name of God or some secret in some language. Whatever I am writing here is already in some book, and its opposite is also somewhere. This is what library means in some languages. A system of hexagonal galleries that is always present everywhere. But in some languages, library means bread or pyramid or something else. And everything here can be understood in many different ways. Does the person reading this really understand my language? When I sit down to write, all this distracts me from the condition of humans. Knowing that everything has already been written makes us worthless or just a dream. In some places, people bend in front of books, kiss the pages as if by magic, even though they cannot read a single letter. Diseases, fights, and robbers from outside have reduced the population of people. I told you earlier that suicides have increased a lot here. Every year, more people kill themselves. Maybe my age and fear are misleading me, but I think the species called human is now on the verge of extinction. But the library, which is always there, alone, never-ending, stuck in its place, full of priceless books, looking useless, never spoiling and hidden, it will always be there. Just now I wrote always, infinite. I didn't write this word without reason. I truly believe that it is not wrong that the world can be infinite. Some people believe that it has a limit. That is, the corridors, stairs, and hexagons can end somewhere. But this thinking is meaningless. And those who believe that it is unlimited forget that the possible number of books is not infinite. I suggest my solution. The library is unlimited but periodic. If a never-ending traveler keeps moving in any direction, then after many years he will find the same books again, in the same mess, and this repetition becomes the real order. This hope is the only thing that makes me happy in my loneliness.